He killed a man in combat when he was 13 years old. He was one of the fiercest Japanese warriors of his day, and he also created and perfected an art form. Today on Testicular Fortitude, which is brought to you by HAINES Knives, we're going to hear about Miyamoto Musashi.
This is Testicular Fortitude on the Manlihood ManCast.
Are you ready to live life to the full? Are you ready to rise up and live a life of honor? Are you ready to boldly step into a life of courage? This is the Manlihood ManCast, and here's your host, Josh Atcher.
Have you ever needed to circumcise a gnat, but your Walmart knife from 13 years ago just isn't cutting it? Pun intended. Well, HAINES Knives is here to fix that. Travis Haines is a bladesmith that offers custom handcrafted knives, anything from personal everyday carries to kitchen knives. Find your new favorite knife at hainesKnives.com/mancast or follow Travis over on social media at BirdForge and let him know we sent you. That's HAINES Knives.com/mancast. And again, over at BirdForge on social media. Gentlemen, welcome back to the Manlihood ManCast. You know that what we're doing here matters. And you know that what we're doing here is helping men to be better men. So if you want to help be a part of that, I want to encourage you to go to our website, manlihood.com, go to our Facebook group, which is a private Facebook group for men only, the Manlihood Man Cave. Let's help support the work of Manlihood by buying some of the stuff we've got in our store and by interacting and engaging in our Facebook group. And let's help and sharing this episode with other people. Let's help get the word out about what we're doing here at Manlihood. Also, don't forget to visit our sponsors. The sponsor of this episode, HAINES Knives. Travis Haines is a great guy. He's doing great work. And we've got a giveaway in manlihood.com/contests where we've got an amazing knife from Travis Haines. And you need to see this thing. It's gorgeous. It's called the Black Pearl. And we're looking forward to being able to give that away. So go enter the contest. If you want to get more chances to win, send me a buck. Every buck will give you another chance to win. Today's man with testicular fortitude is Miyamoto Musashi. He's also known by the names Miyamoto Masana or Niten. He was born in 1584 in feudal Japan. Musashi began fighting as a warrior very young. At the Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, his fellow soldiers lost, which made him a ronin. A ronin was a masterless samurai. They were like the Wild West Gunslingers of the American West, soldiers for hire, duelists, and mercenaries. They were competitive, sometimes hired to protect, but usually they fought for their own honor rather than for someone else's. He worked towards mastering his skills with the sword. His goal was to create the perfect sword technique, and what he created would become known as kensai. Kensai is a fencing style with two swords. Musashi fought and won more than 60 sword duels, many of them to the death. On one occasion, the youthful Musashi traveled to Kyoto to fight the master at the Yoshioka family school of martial arts. He arrived late, but the duel went on. It was not a battle to the death, but a wooden sword duel. One blow from Musashi and Yoshioka Sejuro was out of the fight with serious injuries to his shoulder and arm. Sejuro resigned from teaching and became a monk. His status and honor as master had been skunked by a young man. The new head of the family challenged Musashi. Musashi arrived late again, but killed him with a blow to the head. Now, the Yoshioka family, dishonored by Musashi's prowess in battle, invited Musashi to another duel with the new head of the family, a 12-year-old boy. They knew he had been late to the last two duels, so they plotted an ambush. This time, though, Musashi arrived early and saw the family setting up the ambush. He attacked and killed the boy and then victoriously fought his way through the mob of mercenaries that were meant to kill him. In 1612, Musashi's most notorious duel was fought against a Sasaki Kojiro. His rival was known to be as good, if not better, of a swordsman than himself. The battle was fought on a remote island off the coast. As they rowed out to the battleground, Musashi carved a wooden sword from his oar, and then, entering the fight, quickly killed Kojiro with a strike to the head with a wooden sword. Musashi knew it was time to quit while he was ahead and retired from sword fighting. He did go on to train other swordsmen and write a very well-known war strategy known as the Book of Five Rings. That book would go on to inspire and inform many warriors, and later Western business executives in the 70s, after it was translated to English. His writings are full of inspiration, motivation, and a perspective which sounds as though it could have been written today as much as in the 15th century. Listen to these pieces of wisdom from Musashi. There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside of yourself. From one thing, know 10,000 things. Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. The ultimate aim of martial arts is not having to use them. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. All men are the same except for the belief in their own selves, regardless of what others may think of them. The only reason a warrior is alive is to fight, and the only reason a warrior fights is to win. Truth is not what you want it to be, it is what it is, and you must bend to its power or live a lie. Musashi was known as an artist. He was skilled at the art of sumie, a monochromatic painting style that originated in Japan. His paintings, Shrike Perched in a Dead Tree and Wild Geese Among Reeds, are his most well-known. Miyamoto Musashi was truly a warrior poet. He lived in a brutal time, and he served it well. He fought for honor, but he also fought for beauty. The same hands that spilled blood were skilled with ink. The same clear head that he used to fight bravely was the same clear head that taught warriors and businessmen alike to achieve their goals. While the idea of a Renaissance man may be a Western concept, Musashi modeled it in the East. For his courage, consistency, innovation, creativity, and life-changing words, we salute Miyamoto Musashi's Testicular Fortitude. Have you ever needed to circumcise a gnat, but your Walmart knife from 13 years ago just isn't cutting it? Pun intended. Well, HAINES Knives is here to fix that. Travis Haines is a bladesmith that offers custom handcrafted knives, anything from personal everyday carries to kitchen knives. Find your new favorite knife at hainesKnives.com/mancast, or follow Travis over on social media at BirdForge and let him know we sent you. That's HAINES Knives.com/mancast. And again, over at BirdForge on social media.
If you want to be a better man, check out our website, manlihood.com, for blogs, videos, and more from our Manlihood team. And you can also join our private Facebook group, Manlihood ManCave, where you can meet up with a band of brothers who will challenge you and help you on your journey of manhood. This episode is produced by Hatcher Media for manlihood.com. Be sure to subscribe and leave us a review on iTunes, YouTube, or wherever you're listening to the show. Tune in again for more of the Manlihood ManCast.